Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week 5. You've passed the halfway point of the 8-week session. So this week, you're going to have an opportunity to apply what you've learned so far, specifically Kotter's 8 steps of change, to an actual change management simulation. So it should be open now. I have posted some of the preliminary learning how to play documents are available in Canvas. They're available on the simulation website. So this is part of the HBR course pack. So you'll be able to go in and find that there. So there are 4 scenarios in the simulation. I've got it set up so that you do the easiest. So in all of the scenarios, you are working for the same, I think it's a sunglass company, and you are looking at creating a more environmentally friendly or sustainable product. So you start out, you're the CEO, and your competitor has already made a change that you need to respond to, right? So you've got already, you are in a leadership position, you have a high level of credibility, and you're responding to a threat from the environment, okay? Once you complete the first scenario, and that means you go through the 22 weeks, if you get the right number of people on board with your change at 18, it'll let you stop, or you can try to keep getting all 22 people on board. The second scenario, in the next 2 scenarios, one of those changes so that you're either a mid-level manager or you're the CEO with a good idea that the competition's not doing yet. And then the most challenging scenario is the final one where you are a mid-level manager with an idea to move your organization forward in the market. So I'm going to ask you to write about your learning from the experience afterwards. So remember to use, I don't know why I said 5 steps, Kotter's steps of organizational change. I think there's actually 8. And then evaluate your own ability to manage change. So the discussion board, oh, there's your preparation material. So the foreground reading gives you the background for the entire scenario and the entire organization. A lot of getting started with this is just figuring out how to navigate the simulation. So I'm going to go through and try to show you some of that in a video, and then I'll also set up an open kind of online office hours if you have questions. Here we go. Here's the discussion. So here I'm asking you to create a plan of how you'll follow the 8 steps of change. Okay, so everybody's got the 8 steps. You've done a lot of work. You've read, you've applied the steps to several different change scenarios as well as explaining. And so all I'm looking for here is your plan. Okay, so it's fine if everybody does great on all of the simulations. I just want you to be aware of how it happened, or to be able to understand and figure out and explain if it didn't work, why didn't it work? Okay, so here you're posting your plan and then responding to some other plans because they might be able to help you. And then the paper, the final paper, is basically analyzing your experience. So basically it doesn't have to be, shouldn't be real long, but basically you don't have to explain the scenario because I've been through it before. What happened, like what was your experience? Did you do well? Did you have problems? What did you do well? What did you learn? What was your strategy in general for each of the scenarios? Explain how you use the 8 steps. So of the different, they call them levers, options for action that you have in the simulation, which ones were you using as you tried to work through the 8 steps? And then reflect on what you learned from the simulation that you can use, outside of a simulation in your organization. So this, may take you a while to get through all the scenarios. So if you need extra time on this paper, just let me know, and that's fine. We can do that. So look for some messages about options to get together online, feel free to contact me if you're stuck and you want to do just a quick one-on-one kind of Zoom session. I'm happy to do that with you as well. So I look forward to seeing what you learn.